Welcome to the new era of Superman, a hero reborn in crystals, robots, and retro glory. The Man of Steel is back, and he's bringing his dog, his robots, and his weird alien vibes with him. On July 11th, 2025, Superman, directed by James Gunn, will soar into theaters and kick off a bold new chapter in the DC universe. But don't expect just another retelling of a familiar tale. Gunn's Reboot isn't an origin story. Instead, it promises something deeper, a story where Superman must navigate the cosmic tug-of-war between his Kryptonian heritage and his earthly humanity. In the latest extended sneak peek of the film, we were treated to a visually stunning and emotionally charged scene. Superman, bruised and battered, is dragged across the icy tundra by none other than Krypto the Super Dog. Yes, that Krypto. But what steals the show is what's waiting for them on the horizon. A crystalline structure gleaming like a giant shard of starlight, the Fortress of Solitude. This is the first time the Fortress has graced the big screen in nearly 2 decades, not seen since Superman Returns 2006. Absent from the Zack Snyder-led DCEU despite some flashbacks in Man of Steel, the Fortress here is a glorious homage to its classic comic, and Christopher Reeve-era roots mystical, alien, yet oddly serene. But James Gunn's version comes with a twist. Inside the Fortress, Superman is greeted by a small legion of mysterious humanoid robots. These aren't your typical metal henchmen, they're Kryptonian service robots. And they're more than just helpers. In the sneak peek, they gently place Kal-El into a chamber and beam golden solar energy into his body. These robots are crucial for his healing, and they may hold the key to his Kryptonian past. So where did these robots come from? Comic fans will recognize them from the world of Krypton, the legendary 1987-88 comic miniseries by John Bryan. The robots were a staple in Krypton's high-tech society, aiding scientists like Jor-El and providing care and knowledge in the sterile, highly advanced civilization. These robots were part of a post-Crisis on Infinite Earth's effort to redefine Superman's mythos, making Krypton a colder, more emotionally detached society. Gunn, a lifelong comics aficionado, appears to be taking this version seriously, using it to juxtapose Superman's human warmth with his alien lineage. Let's talk about Krypto. In a cinematic universe that has often taken itself very seriously, Krypto's inclusion is like a warm hug from your childhood. In the sneak peek, Krypto drags a wounded Kal-El across the snow with loyal determination, and fans are already obsessed. James Gunn revealed at CinemaCon 2025 that Krypto is inspired by his real-life rescue dog, and that he wanted to explore what it'd be like to have a problem dog with superpowers. Imagine the emotional chaos of Marley and Me, but the dog can fly and shoot lasers. Gunn's Krypto is shaping up to be both comic relief and a deeply emotional anchor for Superman, his last living connection to Krypton, and his best friend on Earth. David Corenswet, stepping into the iconic red and blue suit, brings a fresh but classically heroic presence to the role of Clark Kent, Superman. Rachel Brosnahan's Lois Lane promises to be a sharp, savvy, and deeply empathetic reporter, someone who's not just a love interest but a co-lead in this grand story. Their chemistry is already drawing comparisons to Christopher Reeve and Margaret Kidder, but with a modern twist. Nicholas Hoult plays Lex Luthor, bringing cerebral menace and icy charm to the iconic villain. Early reports suggest that Luthor is more of a puppet master than a mad scientist, calculating, controlled, and power-hungry. He's the perfect foil to a Superman who's rediscovering his purpose. Joining the cast are some surprise characters from the DC roster: Nathan Fillion as Green Lantern, Guy Gardner, Isabel Merced as Hawkgirl, Edie Gathegi as Mr. Terrific, and Anthony Carrigan as Metamorpho. This isn't just a Superman movie. It's quietly laying the foundation for a new DC universe that feels more interconnected, alive, and comic accurate than anything we've seen so far. One of the biggest themes of the movie, according to Gunn, is identity. Who is Superman? Is he Kal-El of Krypton or Clark Kent of Smallville, raised by humans but born of another world? This version of Superman will wrestle with that duality. The Fortress of Solitude becomes more than a place. It's a physical representation of Kal-El's alien side, a place of both memory and mystery, and the service robots, they might know things about him that even he doesn't. In this reboot, Superman isn't just an invisible alien savior, he's a man trying to stay kind in an unkind world. And that, Gunn says, is the heart of it all. The movie is filled with nods to Superman lore. The classic Superman March by John Williams will be reworked into the score by composer John Murphy, blending nostalgia with a modern heroic swell. The crystalline fortress hints at Donner's Superman film, while the presence of lesser-known characters like Metamorpho and Mr. Terrific suggests a world teeming with undiscovered stories. We've also been speculating about a possible Brainiac appearance, especially with the Kryptonian tech and robot influence. Could Brainiac be lurking behind the scenes, manipulating Kryptonian artifacts? Nothing's confirmed yet, but Gunn loves a good twist, and Brainiac would be a worthy long-game villain. In many ways, Superman 2025 feels like a celebration. It's a love letter to 80-plus years of mythology, but it's also an attempt to reframe the character for a new generation. James Gunn isn't interested in cynicism. He's making Superman weird, heartfelt, and hopeful again. This Superman isn't just bulletproof, he's breakable. Not by fists or lasers, but by grief, loss, and loneliness. He's a man of great power, but also great empathy, and maybe that's what makes him truly super. So when the movie lands this summer, it won't just be another cape flick. It'll be a moment, a reminder that even in the darkest times, there is still a place for heroes who believe in kindness, friendship, and doing the right thing, even when it's hard. Get ready, because Superman is coming, and this time, he's bringing the force, the dog, the robots, and his whole heart with him.